When it comes to eating healthy, there are a lot of misconceptions about what you can and cannot eat and how often you should eat and more. And so we've asked Lauren Talbot to help us break down some of those myths and teach us about meal planning and prep. Welcome back, Lauren. It's good to see you. Last time you were here, Lisa and I were stretching this, remember that cord across to show how long our intestines are? I've thought about that like 4 times since you were here about 2 weeks ago. I'm like, wow, that's really hard to believe that's all wound up in there.
It's amazing, right?
So you have some really good tips on eating healthy, taking care of our bodies, and today we're going to break out some of those myths.
Okay, so first of all, always prepare to be hungry.
I am.
So the biggest misconception about eating healthy is that it costs a lot of money, it's more expensive, let's see, that it's going to take a lot of time and prep work.
True.
But if you plan in advance, if you look at your Saturday, Sunday, and you plan for the 7 weeks in advance, you can get all your prep work done on Sunday, and you can come home from a busy day at work and already know what you're going to eat so that you're not going to fall off the wagon and reach for those easy bag of cookies or chips.
Well, how do you say that eating healthy is not expensive? Because I know a lot of times when I go for like really clean, good eating, I am buying really good meats, really good produce and fruits. Do you have ways that we can get around that?
Absolutely. So most of us think that eating healthy is eating an abundance of food, which it is. But when we fill up on really wholesome foods like fiber, we're going to feel more full. And sure, eating healthier does cost a little bit more up front.
Right.
But I just ran into the gas station the other day and a bag of small chips was $1.49. You can grab 2 apples and you're going to get a lot of nutrients in there, a lot of fiber, you're going to feel more full. For the same price.
Right, unless they're Honey Crisp. Those are really expensive.
Those are really expensive,
They're
I know.
really expensive, but they're really good. I love Honey Crisp apples.
Yeah.
And then let's talk about the meal prepping. I mean, I know that I could spend hours in the kitchen. So you're saying to maybe break it down like on a Sunday?
Yeah, always. So I do all my grocery shopping for my clients and for myself on Sundays for the most part. And that way I'm planning out what I'm going to have for the rest of the week.
Right.
And so that you don't need to buy 10, 20 different vegetables and have this crazy gourmet meal every night.
Right.
But if you're using red pepper and onion, which we're going to do in a little bit, you can use that over and over again and make really fun, fresh meals. The other clever trick is always have some great salt-free seasoning blend on hand. So this is a pizza seasoning, and there's just a whole bunch of onion, bell peppers, fennel. You can really gourmet up your meals just by adding this to your meals without having to chop and prep a lot of stuff.
And finding it sodium-free is the trick.
Exactly.
Because that's where you add in all that extra stuff that you really are trying to get rid of.
Yep. But if we go back to the expense of eating healthy, you know, if you were to eat a bag of chips, are you really going to feel satiated after that?
No, well, immediately it's wonderful.
I know, right?
Gratifying. It's immediately gratifying. After that, I'm like, bleh.
Exactly. And I would personally, I could eat like 10 bags of chips, and until we really give the nutrients our body needs, we're going to still be hungry. But if we're giving our body foods that have a lot of nutrients in them naturally, we're going to feel more satiated.
True.
And chips are so addicting because they have a lot of salt, fat, and they have those simple sugars in them, which is what you're talking about. Instant gratification, but then afterwards we're feeling blah.
And it's so true, your body is a machine. You put good fuel in, your body is going to perform well. You put bad fuel in, your body's not going to perform.
So if we go grocery shopping on Sunday and we plan out our meals, you can be using the same material over and over again. Like for instance, this stuffed portobello mushroom, you can just add some goat feta in there, pop it into the oven. We've got our pizza seasoning on there.
Really?
We don't have to worry about it. We can mix up a little arugula salad with olive oil and sea salt, manchego cheese. And then next up, we're going to make a tomato soup where it can actually blend itself into a marinade for different fish and chicken.
Oh, that's good. Good. Because that's always my problem. I'm thinking if I'm just going to fish and chicken all week, it's going to be so boring. So you're going to help us jazz it up.
I'm going to help you jazz it up.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lauren. Okay, so Lauren will be back with us in our next hour to make one of these delicious recipes from her meal plan, so y'all want to stick around for that. And up next, we've got some incredible fashion designs for you to check out and a way you can see them in person to raise money for charity. We'll be right back.